Okay, Sam, as part of your sport development, you are required to know the key concepts in sport development. I'd like you to describe 3 examples of the sport development continuum from 3 different sports, and then give examples from those sports of cross-cutting agendas, including the target group and barriers. Finally, with these barriers, I'd like you to describe the barriers to participation for individuals from 3 different target groups at different levels of the sport development continuum.
So I'm going to start with football. The first level on the pyramid is foundation. This is normally at the first level, or mainly aimed at beginners, so that people first come into football, maybe people from a young age, like maybe 3, 4, people just beginning coming into the sport. And the main part of the foundation level is to ensure the children have like fun whilst like playing sport instead of like really working on the techniques. So it's all about fun. So most of the stuff, instead of doing say dribbling and shooting drills, they'll probably play matches of like 4 aside or something like that. The FA have introduced a scheme called Just Play. It's like aimed at young people. It's like people can just come down instead of committing them to like games and stuff. They just come for fun. They can like make friends, just really getting into the sport and enjoying it. The next level will be participation. This part of the continuum is getting different age groups into the sport. So maybe it's still beginners, but like more like broader than the age group coming into it. The purpose of this is to improve communities, get more people in communities, and some of the initiatives are to improve health and improve fitness. One of the schemes that they've got going is Be Inspired, which is to help get more girls into football. They target people between the ages of 14 and 25 to increase more females within the sport, because it's like naturally they're quite low. The next one up is performance. This is where people are getting better. People are more able at playing football, maybe a higher age group, playing at a teams or school level. So maybe joining a local football club to help them nurture the talent. So this is where they probably, instead of playing games, they'll be playing like doing drills and stuff to improving technique and improving their football. Another initiative that they've done is football mashup, where you come down, both boys and girls, it's open to anyone. You can come down and you can play 5-side games, and you can take them to tournaments like at local level, so they're improving again. And this is also seen as a health initiative for local communities. And then the last one is elite. This is where county level or international, national level athletes are picked for like say academies around the world. This is aimed at higher level athletes, maybe from like 16 years onwards. And an example of this would be, say you're playing for a school or you're playing for locally, and a scout comes and you get scouted. They will then take you onto like an academy, and then that's where you'll be trained and hopefully become like say take you to the next level and make your first team appearance for that team. Barriers. Some of the barriers could be cultural. Some cultural upbringing, so say Muslim women. Part of their culture is to wear the burqa, and playing football might cause some. It's not seen as appropriate because you need to wear some able clothing. Plus, it's seen as against your religion for women to take part in sport. Another one could be economical. To play for a club, so in the club you've got to pay for membership, and some people might not be able to afford the fee to join the clubs, and then they're missing out on football. Cross agendas would be the FA have linked up with Tesco schools to provide primary schools with specialist coaches coming in to teach football. So they're taking part in PE, and it's a health initiative because the kids are staying active. So it's part of the school's curriculum. And another one is a Just Play scheme, where it's done with the local council, where they set up, they go to local schools like in the evening, and anyone can turn up, and it's just training sessions that are put on for anyone to take in, and it's a target for poorer areas, like to reduce crime rate and stuff like that. The next sport is tennis. The first level is foundation. This is the beginnings level for tennis. It is done at a primary school level, and it's taught by teachers or independent coaches coming in. The organisation in which is charged of it all is the Lawn Tennis Association, the LTA, who will provide equipment and training sessions for the schools. All play go into schools to deliver training sessions courtesy of the LTA. It will focus on the basics of sport, so right grip of the racket and just really simple rules of tennis. The next level is participation. This level targets people of all ages in different age groups. This is where people attend local clubs or use facilities like the local club in their area, or in school lessons, and they'll be working with like a similar age group, and the focus on is focusing on community sport and people getting more involved into it. It's like more fun rather than professional. The next level is performance. This level focuses on improving the performer through regular practice and training. An example would be a young performer joining a tennis academy would train to a much higher standard than at a local level and nurture with other athletes. This would also involve playing more games and playing people of a higher and similar standard. The next level is elite. The final level of the continuum is for the excellence level, where this is like the highest the highest level. This concentrates on preparing athletes for national and international level and getting them ready for championships around the world. UK Sport used to be in charge of this until the 2012 Olympics, where a new world-class programme was set up. And this is where they take athletes on like night tours and get them more experience for coming up the ranks. A barrier for tennis would be a disabled pupil may not be able to take part in the sport because of the limitations of moving around the court, or maybe using a racket. So, or maybe getting to where, so if there was a specialised person doing a trip, or maybe getting there may be a problem for them, or too many people not providing the opportunity for disabled people to take part in tennis. Cross-cutting agenda could be would be disability again. More people that are not able to walk may not be able to take part in the sport. So the LTA has a programme that helps disabled people take part in tennis, which is called Tennis Disability Strategy. This is done by their 3 steps: motivation, inspiring and encouraging people to play. What they do is they hire more people to come into the local area, and they provide services, just minibuses to take people there, so the transport easier for them. And what they do is they instead of doing they do the fundamentals, just like more fun things rather than working on technique and stuff. So they taking part in the sport. The last sport is tennis. The first level is foundation level. This is where you introduce people into sport and get as many people as possible to compete in sport. LTA. Oh, sorry, I just don't tell this. The last sport is lacrosse. The first level is foundation level, and this is aimed at the younger generation. This is because the majority of higher ranked players start from a small age, and they grow into the elite level. So this is normally targeted people from the ages 8, and what it is they get them used to the technique of holding the lacrosse stick, and instead of working on say techniques and how to use it, that's getting into the sport, some more like fun activities. The second level is participation. This level works like more regular training sessions a week, so people will be training more throughout the week, so like maybe once or twice a week. This is again voluntary, but they may have to pay like a membership fee with the club to play. The next level is performance. This is where you normally get picked to play for your county teams. And this is again voluntary, but you might not have to pay for memberships this time, so you provide with the equipment. All you do is turn up and play. You'll take part in weekly training sessions as well, where they'll work on techniques, maybe tactics for the games during the week, and the training will be more advanced, whereas in the foundation level it's more about fun. The last level is the elite level, and this is where you get to play for your country or local teams. They don't really get, even at the elite level, because lacrosse is not really a major sport, it's not often aired on TV, so the wage is not that great. And so there's less people taking part in the sport. However, they have encouraged us recently with lacrosse, sending out more scouts to local clubs to get more people playing at elite level, so they have like a bigger pool to select from for the national team. A barrier for this could be lacrosse is mainly seen as like a man's sport, so women don't take part in the sport as much. So an initiative could be to get more women into the sport. So it could be more women clubs set up, or women coaches coming in, or at schools at like a foundation level. You can get like coaches coming in like an after school club for girls only to take part in lacrosse. So more people are introduced to the sport, and then hopefully if it carries on at the elite level, there'll be a bigger pool of women to select from for the national team. A barrier could be money, because there's quite a lot of equipment involved. So it's like guards and sticks and helmets. So people might not be able to afford it. So that puts them off taking part in the sport.